Waterfront by Lindock Living, Grand Annual Steeplechase for 2017, 5,500 metres, 33 fences. The VOP market is on your screen with a really interesting betting race between I'll Have a Half for $3.50, Slowpoke Rodriguez easy at to $6.50, Lord of the Song for the McLean brothers at $8, and No Song No Supper, the defending champions, coming in for some market support into $9. We start our mounting yard presentation with the Great Eastern Steeple winner at Oakbank back in 2015. That was his last win. Jared McLean trains, Brad McLean takes the ride. Number 1, Lord of the Song.
And has competed in this race on a couple of occasions and performed very, very well. Loves these conditions. I thought the runs at Oakbank were more than creditable. And no doubt Lord of the Song has to be given a fair bit of respect. Looks a good each-way chance.
Has to give 5 kilos to the bottom weight. Jane, this will give you a lot of pleasure to have a look at these really tough chasers.
Yeah, look, there's some nice horses in front of me right now, including the one, Lord of the Song. I don't think the team could have him any better looking, to be fair. He's in terrific order, he's fit, he's well conditioned and he's bright.
Patrick Payne, in his young career as a trainer, has already trained 3 winners of the Grand Annual, and he saddles up the defending champion, No Song No Supper.
That he does. I'm not sure No Song No Supper has the really great form leading in, but look, Patrick Payne knows what it takes. Last year's winner, and you just have to rely that Paddy's very happy, and we know that No Song No Supper is definitely more than good enough to win this race. Did it last year, and bidding for back-to-back has to be a good chance.
He's an athletic horse. His fitness is spot on here today.
Horse number 3, I'll Have a Half for Patrick Ryan Jr. Steve Pateman looking for another win in the Classic, the Grand Annual Steeple, and what a win on the first day of this carnival.
Well, on Tuesday, I thought it was a terrific performance, and I like the fact that has had that run be hard, fit going into this. I think I'll Have a Half's the one to beat, consequently, Richo, and look, has just built nicely this prep, culminating in that victory on Tuesday, and has a very good chance to go back-to-back.
He looked fantastic day 1 of the carnival, and he's no exception today. The only difference is he's having a little bit of a sweat, but it is much hotter than what it was when he stepped out on Tuesday. But all in all, he's looking pretty good today, nice and relaxed.
Leading jumps jockey Steve Pateman searching for his 3rd Grand Annual. Number 4 is Lucky tonight, the New Zealander. Richard Cully's taking the ride here and warmed up. We just showed you the replay. That was a nice performance for a little warm-up at Racing.com Park.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the Kiwis they've just got the goods, haven't they, in these staying contests and this absolute marathon. And I like the performance over the 2 miles at Racing.com Park. I thought that was a really good performance, and on screen anyway, looks a treat.
Yeah, he's a big, bold horse, and he really holds himself well. He's a good size. He's very active in the parade ring. He certainly pushes his weight around a little bit, so he's having a bit of a sweat up as well.
And Richard Cully's looking for his 3rd win in the Grand Annual Steeple, and as is the tradition here, the patrons are making their way up to the top of the hill to watch the great action here of the Grand Annual Steeple. We make our way back to a mare who 2 years ago was good enough to win the race for Kieran Maher and emulate the feeds that her brother Al Gahood was able to do, and this is Regina Choli.
Yeah, and it's a big factor, isn't it, having been able to perform in this race, even though it was a couple of years ago, and everything's been sort of rosy since. But Grace spoke to Kieran Maher earlier, and they're very happy, so that has to bode well.
Look, she's not a big burly type, but she's a tidy-looking horse. She's hard, fit, and she's nice and relaxed.
The South Australians are represented with the Great Eastern Steeple winner, number 6, Spying on You.
Yeah, I thought it was a really tough win leading into this. Very game performance at Oakbank. That form often, can lead into more success here, and that being the case, even though Spying on You hasn't won on a heavy track as of yet, well, it should be no issue whatsoever.
And Tom Ryan's looking for his 1st ever Grand Annual winner. 7's a scratching. Here's Paddy Payne combining here with number 8, Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yeah, well, it's been one on the market at 2 of its last 3 runs. It won at Bendigo, of course. The benchmark 125, and then just made a lot of mistakes, I think, in a race after that. So hasn't gone all well, but if it can get around and you know, jump well this time around, well, more than capable on his best.
He's a nice looking horse. He's got some good muscle definition, nice strong hind quarter, and he's looking really healthy, in good order.
Underground Fighter for Tony Rossellini here in Lee Horner.
Yeah, I thought Underground Fighter, I mean, the heavy stats aren't great, and probably it's a good thing for the connections that, you know, we're not racing, you know, like it was last year, but I thought I'd probably a bit better on top of the ground, so the last start was just fair. Be looking elsewhere.
Oh, what a thrill it'd be if Anne McGrath was able to win with Manatone.
Wouldn't it? What, a very consistent galloper. Look, I've got a number of others ahead, but hasn't been really in the market either, so I'll be looking elsewhere.
Chris Ryan and Jamie Mott with the 12 saddle the stars.
We saw that effort behind Lucky tonight. Good performance there, nice effort, and with further improvement to come, fourth run in this prep has to be given a good hope.
Beautifully presented last time I saw him, and again today, his colour's good. The team have done a good job.
Oh, Jane Baker, Sean Jackson combining with the locals here with Deliberate the 13.
Yeah, popular win yesterday for Jane, wasn't it, in the final race? And yeah, all the best of luck with Deliberate. Placed 6 and 9 on heavy. That's a good thing. I think probably needs to go to another level for this race, though.
Look, I think my 4-year-old nephew could probably just walk this horse around the parade ring. He's a gentle giant. He's a beautiful big horse. He has been presented in outstanding order. He's a horse with a lot of character. Really liked him.
And Grace, what a thrill to have a runner in the race with the owners of Deliberate.
Richo, it is a huge event for the wife of Shane Jackson and also a part owner in Deliberate. Lauren Jackson, are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, really excited for today, hoping they all get round safe and hopefully Deliberate can snap a place for us.
How are you feeling? What would it mean to the family to win this race?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It would mean a lot to us for Shane to win here at the home carnival, and the kids. Joe, he's 6, and yeah, he's so excited for today. He's been counting down the days for today.
Well, as the crowd builds here and the anticipation is winding up, I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good day.
We wish them all the very best. The national anthem's blaring here. The crowd is packed. What a beautiful shot of the Warrnambool race course, and the patrons up on the hill to watch the Grand Annual. And the last runner, the emergency gaining a start, is horse number 15 in Al Shan, who's making its way out as well for Kim and Gail Mabry.
Yeah, a big price in the market. No surprise there, Rich. I think it would be a shock if Al Shan managed to get the job done. As far as my numbers are concerned here, for the big one here, the Grand Annual Steeplechase, I'm going with Al Abaaf. I think No Song, No Supper. Last year's winner, a big chance. Lord of the Song and Slowpoke Rodriguez for Paddy Payne. Those are my numbers, 3, 2, 1.
Quite easily had on top, but the one that I've elected to go for is Slowpoke Rodriguez. I just think this horse is in really healthy order. He's a nice type, and he just probably had one of the best coats out here, so that's the way I've leaned here.
Being loaded for the big one. The Waterfront by Lindock. The Grand Annual's upon us. I've never seen the sun shine so brightly for a Grand Annual in all the time I've been coming. The usual dribble and rubbish that's coming in the window from the weather gods is not here this year. It's beautiful sunshine. The field getting set. 350. Oliver Half is favourite. Impressive winner on Tuesday. 5,500, 33 fences. This is the Waterfront by Lindock, Grand Annual. Here we go. You heard it, we're set to go. Underground Fighter a little restless. Let the journey begin. They're on the way in the Grand Annual. It begins with the Houlihan treble. The first 3 in 33 starts now. And it's Spying on You, the Great Eastern winner, which goes to a narrow lead. Deliberate and Manatona with him, and Lord of the Song jumped brilliantly for McLean, the top weight. He's not wanting to be there at the moment, but he sailed across to take the lead to the second in front of the crowd. with 31 left to go. Regina Chally, the winner of 2 years ago. The little girl's gone to the front from Lord of the Song and Manatone and Deliberate. A couple of locals side by side share third at the moment. They're followed next in the race by Spying on You. Saddle the Stars is with it from Oliver Half and Elshan. They're followed by Lucky Tonight, cutting the corner on the inside. Kelly saving plenty of early ground. No Song, No Supper went back to third last. Slowpoke Rodriguez is second last as they jump the fourth. And Underground Fighter is 3 lengths away last of all. They travel towards the direction of Alford Road and Briley here. This is jump number 5 coming up as they cross the famous Warrnambool Circuit and Alford Road. There's no cars coming. They've blocked every road in the joint. The leader as they jump the Alford Road jump is Regina Chally. She knows her way around the course, this little girl, and John Allen's won everything for the week. Leads by 2 lengths to Lord of the Song. In third is Deliberate. Ahead to Manatone on the inside as they climb the famous hill on the first time. There's jump number 6 now from Saddle the Stars. Lucky Tonight, the Kiwis positioned over on the inside, and 1.5 to Spying on You. Oliver Half, the race favourite, was next as they go up and over the second. Then Elshan, No Song, No Supper, has lost touch 4 lengths away. 2 to Slowpoke Rodriguez, and to say Underground Fighter was ridden patiently early is an understatement. He cannot see the leader even with my binoculars as they go towards the next in Briley. And Regina Chally, she's over it beautifully. Out of trouble for Allen as she comes towards the top of the hill at Cox's Road, where she'll go a sharp right and jump 9 and 10. It's Regina Chally by 3 to Lord of the Song. The champion Great Eastern Jewel winner, trying to get himself an annual. In third placing then is Manatone. He's jointly with Deliberate, the 2 locals together as they jump the Elgar Hood. Then Saddle the Stars, followed next in the race by Lucky Tonight. Spying on You back between runners. Oliver Half cutting back to the inner. They've got to do a hard left here, remember. Then Elshan, No Song, No Supper, Slowpoke Rodriguez, and 5 to Underground Fighter. The Tozer Road double, made famous by Bannistrand. Hasn't been made famous for anyone there. They took the left-hander well as they come to the 14th jump. It's the Old Man Trap, remember. It's Regina Chally, the 2015 Grand Annual winning girl, leading by 2 lengths to the old veteran Lord of the Song. Third placing is Manatone, and fourth is Deliberate. Lucky Tonight, the Kiwi next. They're followed 2 lengths to Saddle the Stars and Spying on You, Spying on a Few. Next in the race then is Oliver Half, the race favourite. 2 to the Boulder Elshan from No Song, No Supper. 4 lengths to Slowpoke Rodriguez, and they're followed next in the race by Underground Fighter, and he is last. They're coming around to where this big journey began. 1 lap of the course and the paddock and everything, and they're jumping up towards the next one here, which is, as I said, where they started from a lap ago. And Regina Chally led, veered out a bit and led Lord of the Song. So here comes the Houlihan treble once again. The second time around. Isn't he smiling up there, having a look at this, the great man? It's Regina Chally by 2 lengths. Second placing is Lord of the Song. Third placing Manatone. The outside of him, give them a roar. This is the Grand Annual. They've got 15 left to jump. This is 18. Then Lucky Tonight, Saddle the Stars on the outside. 2 lengths to Oliver Half, followed by Spying on You. Next in the field then was Elshan. No Song, No Supper is next. 5 lengths to Slowpoke Rodriguez. He's been a little slow, but remember, he did a Gallywood not so long ago, and 4 lengths to Underground Fighter at the end. So they go to the next jump, having left the Houlihan treble behind them now, and Regina Chally is putting on a pretty good display. Lord of the Song's made a mistake. It's the first one in his life, and McLean's come off. So Manatone and Lucky Tonight share second now. Regina Chally is getting away from them a little here. They're followed next in the race then as they go towards Briley once again by Lucky Tonight, saving a lot of ground inside of Manatone and Deliberate. Saddle the Stars was next. They're followed further back in the race. 2 Spying on You. Elshan, Oliver Half. 2 to No Song, No Supper. 2 to Slowpoke Rodriguez, and 4 to Underground Fighter. So the second in Briley looms up now. Regina Chally, she's got a riderless Lord of the Song for company. She's 4 lengths in front. Second placing Deliberate. Third is Manatone. Fourth is Lucky Tonight. 2 lengths further back in the race then to Saddle the Stars. Oliver Half and Spying on You, still with plenty to do. Then Elshan, No Song, No Supper. Next in the field as they jump the last in Briley on the last round was further back to Slowpoke Rodriguez and Underground Fighter battles. So they come to the double at top of the hill once again. The Cox's Road double. Regina Chally gets up and over the first. Crosses Cox's Road. Gets up and over the second. Manatone, Lucky Tonight, is having a really good run in the race. Then followed by Oliver Half coming into it. It passes Deliberate at the Elgar Hood. There's 6 left to jump as they charge down to the Tozer Road double. Seriously, how bloody good is the Burl? There's 6 to jump. Regina Kelly is the leader. Makes the right-hander just in advance of Manatone and Lucky Tonight. In 4th placing was Saddle the Stars, then followed by Deliberate. Oliver Half is still a fair way back. So is Slowpoke Rodriguez, and No Song No Supper to the 4th last. Regina Kelly led. Manatone is running the race of his life, the old Jaffa. 2 lengths to the Kiwi. Lucky Tonight in 3rd place. Here comes the favourite. Oliver Half to 4th. Slowpoke Rodriguez to 5th. Next in the race is Saddle the Stars. Deliberate and No Song No Supper are battling. They're in Steeple Lane with 2 to go in the Grand Annual. There's some tired legs. There's some lungs screaming. There's plenty left to do with 2 to go. Regina Kelly up and over. A neck to Manatone. In 3rd comes Oliver Half. He's emerging. Slowpoke Rodriguez to 4th. No Song No Supper to 5th. Lucky Tonight's travelling like me. Not too well. Over the last. Regina Kelly is still in front. There's a casualty. There's Slowpoke Rodriguez lost the rider, and it is now getting to the lead. It's Oliver Half, No Song No Supper. Regina Kelly down the outside might still be just in front of No Song No Supper. Regina Kelly, the little girl, Johnny Allen. No Song No Supper's coming. Regina Kelly, the history. She's going to win 2 Grand Annuals, just like the big brother, Alcohol. Johnny Allen's the king. Regina Kelly led everywhere, won the Grand Annual by 2 lengths to No Song No Supper. Oliver Half ran 3rd. Underground Fighter passed all bar the place getters to get 4th. A brave Manatone was 5th. Then Spying on You, followed by Lucky Tonight. Deliberate. Further back in the field, 2 El Shan, and behind it was Saddle the Stars. And I think everyone got home all right.
Scintillating call, Rick McIntosh, and Regina Kelly wins her 2nd Grand Annual. She emulates the deeds of her brother Al Gahood. She was bred for this, and for Kieran Ma and John Allen, they've done it again. What a performance, what a training performance by a horse who is set for this every year. And can you believe it? She's been able to win again 2 years apart at the age of 8.
Yeah, the winner from 2 years back beats last year's winner in a thrilling finish. Great call from Rick McIntosh as well. Favourite back in 3rd, Oliver Half, who really cruised into the race. But what a brave performance. What a fantastic ride as well from John Allen. He was just simply superb, Sam.
He was exactly that, Hutch. Outstanding stuff by Johnny Allen. 7 winners for the week. This one means so much.
Yeah, definitely Kieran, look. Or Sammy, she's a star. Look. What a great job Kieran and Declan have done, and all their staff. Look, we had a bit of a plan going out there, maybe. Didn't look like there was a lot of speed, and we said we know she stays, she knows the course, so we just try to make use of that. And look, she jumped from fence to fence. Had a good walk at the track earlier, and talking up the hill, it was a lot firmer out wide, so look, I said out wide, hold up the back. Some people might have thought I was looking a bit mad, but yeah, look, what an effort.
I noticed when you went up the hill the 2nd time and you had the loose horse up alongside you, and it was always a bit of a worry if it was putting more pressure into the race, but she just cruises along.
Just cruised along. I was more worried about where she was going. Like I had to kick up once or twice so it wouldn't run me out. But look, she's just so genuine. Once you point her in the direction you want to go, she'll go there.
And Kieran Ma, he is just the master of this race. He loves this race so much, and clearly, you know, he just targets her for this.
Oh, look, great performance. Like I said, I rode her here last year and I thought she was finished. You know, he'll battle to get her back, but look, fair play to him. He aimed her for this race once again today, and everything just worked out.
Johnny, jockey of the carnival, well done.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, he's been a star, hasn't he? And Kieran Ma, a Group 1 winning trainer now. His business model has changed a lot. I'll bring him over towards our camera. But the place that's so special in his heart is at Warrnambool. And Kieran, congratulations, mate. You'll win another Grand Annual with a girl who's bred to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty much deja vu of her brother. The 3rd time she ran in the race, she's won her 2nd one. So it's a great credit to the team, and to my brother Deck, actually. he took this horse under his wing and you know, just really put a lot of work in there. So, oh, shit.
Well, he's right next to you. Come here, Declan, mate. We know you're a big part of it, and it means a lot to you guys. Stay with us, Kieran, because this, for a Warrnambool guy, is what it's about.
Oh, yeah.
But you, welcome back your fourth Grand Annual winner. Brilliant.
Cheers, thank you.
What a remarkable young trainer he is in Kieran Maher. And the horse will make its way back to scale. And John Allen, well, we've run out of superlatives for this guy. What a remarkable carnival he has had. And have a listen to the big roar of the crowd he gets when he makes his way back in a really popular victory. John Allen, Regina Choli and Hutch, what a win.
Oh, what a win. And like you said, an incredible training performance from Kieran. And he was giving kudos as well to his brother Declan, real team effort and just a magnificent story all round. We've certainly harped on about what a great carnival Darren Weirs had, but what a carnival for that man on screen. John Allen just in superb form. Well, it was a terrific ride, rated well up there, made a beeline towards the outside part of the track. He did reference that to Sammy a few moments ago, and it's culminated with a victory in the feature. Cole McKenna now with Richard.
Oh, Cole, congratulations. Sorry to interrupt you hugging, but proud Warrnambool, man. How good's this?
Oh, it's unbelievable. You don't get days like this. Like her brother's won 2, now she's won 2. Some of them, I mean, we
But this meant a lot. This really did mean a lot, and all plaudits to Kieran Maher and his brother Declan. Fantastic effort. John Allen continues this remarkable 3-day carnival with the winner in the Grand Annual this year. And, well, what can you say about Regina Choli? Just a fantastic performance from this bonny little mare. Well done to all concerned. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more shortly.
And it is now getting to the lead. It's Oliver Half. No Song, No Supper. Regina Choli down the outside might still be just in front of No Song, No Supper. Regina Choli, the little girl. Johnny Allen. No Song, No Supper's coming. Regina Choli for history. She's going to win 2 Grand Annuals, just like the big brother, Al Gahood. Johnny Allen's the king. Regina Choli led everywhere. Won the Grand Annual by 2 lengths to No Song, No Supper.
Take a bow, Rick McIntosh. He should be really proud of that call. That was brilliant. And so was the ride on John Allen, because he did not muck around. What a staying test by this mare, Regina Choli. She wins her 2nd Grand Annual, emulates the deeds of her brother Al Gahood. 5, 2, 3 and 9 are with the numbers. No Song, No Supper. Wasn't he brave in his title defence? And Oliver Half, the favourite, runs into 3rd. 5, Regina Choli, 15.20 and $3.60. A thrilling edition of the Grand Annual. And Grace, the huge crowd enjoyed it. It was a wonderful win. But first, give us the update in regards to the fallen jockeys and also horses.
Well, the report is at the moment that both riders are okay. Sean Fannin has actually walked back into the jockeys room now. Brad McLean is still in the hands of the medical team, but all reports are that they are bruised and sore, but are okay at this stage. In regards to both horses, the same can be said. They're both up and about and will undergo a veterinary examination. It was a fantastic story in the end, but some of the fallout was Martin Kelly said No Song, No Supper got held up a little bit late. He couldn't get around the horse in front of him, but it was still a huge run. And Steve Pateman said, I'll have a half, got hampered at the Tozer Road double the second time, but was still very happy with his performance.